Hey guys, welcome to another webinar. And in this webinar, we'll do the same thing we do every week. But in this one, there's going to be a slight difference because there's two new things happening, which is one, we have a guest right here, Deborah. I feel like we've had her here before. And I'll explain why I have Deborah here in a minute. And the second thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at more into indices. But I'll do the normal analysis for FX first, and then we'll go into indices later. And the main reason for indices, I will explain that when we get to that point. So I have Deborah here with us. What I'm trying to achieve is Deborah doesn't know too much about the market. She's brand new here, and she's going to be helping us with our Telegram group, making sure you guys are engaging more and helping us answer any questions that you might have or any requests you might have in the future going forward. So we'll be able to engage you guys better and assist you move forward in your trading or your investing journey. Now, Deborah is primarily here and is going to be learning with us over time. And during the period of time that Deborah is going to be learning with us, at one point she's going to take over this and we'll be the one showing you guys exactly what to look into. Now, the aim of this is to show you that anybody, regardless of your experience, can go from an absolute noob to an absolute professional, you know, looking at the financial market. Now, Deborah, can you say hi for us so people know that you're here with us so they don't think I'm.
Hello, good evening.
All right, good. Thank you very much. And just to move further, Deborah, I know that you might not understand too much about the market, so feel free to ask questions when when you're confused about something or you would like a little bit more clarification. Okay.
Perfect, yeah, that's fine.
All right, guys. You guys have been here before. You know what we do. Guys haven't been here before. Welcome. And what we look at in our strategies, we look at three things, right? We look at the COT, and COT means commitment of traders. We look at seasonality, and we look at probability. Right? Now, these three things you might not understand what it is. You might never have seen them before. If you have seen them before, then good, good to you. Now, COT is commitment of traders report, and what COT simply does is it allows us to see what the commercials, what the big boys in the market are doing. Now, when I say big boys, we're talking about companies like, let's say, Microsoft, Google, Coca-Cola. We're talking about Alphabet, companies like that, right? Sometimes they might need foreign currencies in certain countries. So let's say, for example, your Google, your headquarters um, is in the United States, and then you want to work in Japan, right? You will need Japanese yen to work there. If you want to take an office in Japan, for example, you're going to need money to buy or to buy a building or to rent a building or lease a building, whatever it is, right? And you would need some money to pay your staff if they're not making money in that country yet, right? And that's why we have these guys in the market. Now, there's other guys in the market, speculators like you and I. They're non-commercials. They're called non-commercials, and these guys don't really make. They really do. Actually, let's put it this way: they make their money from market going up and down. While the commercials, people like Google, Alphabet, they don't make any money from the market going up and down. They're trying to get the best exchange possible. So far, Deborah, are you with us? Confused? On track?
I'm still here, yeah. Yeah, it's fine.
You understand
It's
anything I've
making
said so far?
sense. Yes, it's making sense.
Okay. So what I explained before was commercials and then non-commercials. Commercials are institutions, right? Just replace that in your head with institutions. Non-commercials are also institutions, but they make money off the buying and selling of specific assets. So in this case, commercials in this case could be any producer of gold. If you have a mining site, for example, this is the category you fall under. And if you're like you and I, and we're trading gold, if it's going high or low, this is what you're going to look at, right? This is where your position is recorded, right? Now, with the COT report, if you've never seen this before, forget about it. Forget I've opened this, forget totally about it, and look at it from a brand new perspective. This is your first time seeing COT. What you want to look at is this. Deborah, stay with me, yeah? What you want to look at
Yes.
is commercials, and then you want to look at changes, right? Those are the only two things you want to look at. Forget everything else. Obviously, you want to look at the date. Now, today's date is 28th. The COT report normally comes out, I think, every Tuesday, right? So this is what it looks like on the calendar. And the last time it came out was 23rd, right? So every 23rd, 16th, 9th, 2nd, every Tuesday, the COT get compiled and you get released on Friday. We'll be able to see it online on Friday. Now, a lot of people might wonder if you've traded before, if you invested before, you might wonder why would I want to use an indicator that last week, right? The main reason is some of these positions might not be executed yet. You might have absolutely not traded this position. There might just be pending orders. Pending orders just there waiting to be executed. And we tend to ride off of what we are seeing them done or what they're about to do because they do volumes. They do a large amount of volumes and they're the main movers of the market. So in this case, what we want to look at is commercial changes and what they've done since this time period, right? So what I normally do is I go to my notes on COT. I write down, let's say gold, for example, right? And then I say what they're doing, if they're going long or if they're going short. Now, long means going up, means the market is going up, means it's buying. Short means the market is going down, which means it's selling. You can make money both ways. Either going up or going down, you can make money. Now, we're looking at commercials, changes, what they've done so far. So, Deborah, can you look at the figures here? You see this figure right here? Can you see it clearly?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you see on your screen, please?
I can see it's minus 3601.
3601. And this
and
one
then
is?
plus 513.
Yeah. So now we know that in the last week, they took out 3,000 positions from the overall position right here, right? So they've taken out 3,000 positions, saying we're not looking to go long anymore. We're not thinking gold is going to go high anymore. So we're taking this out of the market, right? Keep in mind. For now, there's some other group. It might be the same people that are taking out, saying, okay, we think gold is going to go short. They're putting position in. You get it?
Yeah.
They're putting this position in, 513 in. So what that means for us is they don't think gold is going to go up anymore. They think it's going to go down now. They've added 513 new position into that. So on our notes, we're going to say COT, we're going to say short, right? Because from our bias, what we can see is they're adding more position to the short side, correct? Very simple, right? You come to this chart, look at if they're going long or short, you know, that's what you write down. Now we can look at another asset. And this one, let's look at this one. Okay, this one is slightly different. This is when you have, you know, when you have maths in your exam hall, yeah? And a teacher teach you something in school, and then in your exam papers, you've seen something different, right? This is one of them situations. Now, in this situation, there's no right or wrong answer. What do you think? We're looking at commercials, right? We're looking at the changes, right?
Yeah.
They've added 6,000 positions to the long side. They've added 2,000 positions to the short side. In this case, what do you think is happening?
So I would choose the long because there's more on there than there is on the short.
Beautiful. That's actually very beautiful. Now, on a normal base, you do that. But because of us, right, we're looking for stability in market where it's stable, right? We're not adventurers. We don't want to have adventures. We just want stability because the stability, when there's stability, there's money for us to be made. What we tend to do is we won't do anything at all. You ignore this because there's some of them are going long, some of them are going short, right? It means there's conflict, there's a fight, right? They're not all aligned. And for that reason, there's no need going on with the equation because what happens is you end up losing money. Even though this is bigger, you'll be surprised these guys might win because these guys know something these guys don't, right? We only want to trade it when they're all in the same direction. So for this asset, we say we're not touching that. Let's go to the next one. Quick one. What are you gonna do in this one?
So I would go long because there's more people that have added than there are that have.
All right, beautiful. So what we do in this one, JPY, we have that going long. Yeah, just change that a little bit. So we have that going long, right? Now the next thing we look at is we look at seasonality. So for example's sake, right? I'm just trying to keep this as light as possible. I'm not trying to do too much analysis. We've looked at gold, we've looked at JPY. We see both of them are going long. Now, seasonality is something totally different. Now, Deborah, looking at this, right? Does it look confusing to you?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, if it doesn't, I'll be quite shocked. Now, what you're looking at here is this. Does this look confusing to you now?
No.
No. Okay. So what we're looking at is this. Every single date here comes from the start of the year, 1st of January, all the way till December, right? 30th.
Okay.
Now, the blue line means in the past 5 years. Every single day in the last 5 years. So we'll look at January 1st, 2019, January 1st, 2020, January 1st, 2021, 22, 23, 24. You get the gist, right? And
Yeah.
on we'll get the average price with those 5 years and we'll plot it as a point on this graph. And over time, we get this. So what you're looking at, this is price average in the last 5 years up until 2021. If you can see, it says 2021. You can see the date right there, right? 2021.
Yeah, that's when it dropped.
So what we're going to do is this, right? We want to look at the average price in the last 5 years, 15 years, and 47 years. That's what this means, right? So 47 years ago, I don't think we are giving birth to Ben. I definitely wasn't on this planet at that point.
No, I
maybe with
wasn't.
another body, maybe. You know, in this current form, no. So this is the average in the last 47 years, last 15 years, and last 5 years. And what we look at is only the time all the three of them align. That's when we're going to take the trade, right?
Okay.
If they don't align, like here, one is saying I'm going sideways, one is saying I'm going up, one is saying I'm going down, you don't touch it. Even if two aligns, you don't touch it. Only when all of them aligns, right? Every single thing has to align. That's when you touch it. Now, keep in mind, we already have gold going for short, right? COT reports telling us gold is going short. Now, knowing the concept of only when everything aligns, that's when you take the trade. The same thing applies here. Only when gold on COT aligns with seasonality, aligns with probability, that's the only time we take the trade. If there's any disalignment whatsoever, you get out of that trade, you do not take that trade. Get it?
Okay.
So what we're looking at now is today's date is 28th, right? We're going to go to 28th of April and look if seasonality is telling us we should go short. So this is 28th of April, right? Now remember what short is. Short is what? Sell, right? Remember that.
Yes.
Now from this, we can see in the last 5 years, 15 and 47 years, on the 28th, it's telling us to sell gold. Right? You can see it drops from 28, 29, all the way to 30.
Yeah.
But after that, everything gets sideways. You see that? Now, depending on the type of trader you are, if you're a day trader and you just trade every single day, you might want to take that. But I don't do that. I don't trade every day. I trade occasionally when everything aligns like this. So I can go months without trading, right? That's literally me. And for that reason, on this trade, I will not take that trade. Even though it shows that it's going to go down, I will not take it.
Why?
Deborah, do you understand why I won't take it?
No, just that's why I've just asked why.
Okay, because it's short. It's just 2 days. 1, 2 days, that's it. Now, even if the alignment is right, there's a possibility that something could go wrong in that 2 days, right? Because the time is too short. Now, if I know that I'm here and he's telling me COT told me to go long to buy, and market is telling me to buy, I'm looking at it here. This is 7th of July, right?
Yeah.
I know that from 7th of July to 2nd of September, gold is going to go up, right? Even if anything goes wrong from the 7th of July to, let's say, 13th of July, I'm still in a good position.
There's still more time.
You understand? Yeah. But if the time is too short, like what we have, where is that again? What we have here, I don't have time.
That could be a risk. Okay.
You're going to make me lose money. You understand? So for that reason, you don't want to take that trade because the risk is higher, right? So, in essence, you delete this off the list, right?
Okay.
What you're learning here probably took me 5, 6 years to learn. You're learning all of this in probably less than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? You've literally gone from someone that have absolutely no clue to the market to an advanced person right now. And in the next step, you're going to go to a professional level, literally. And that's what trading is. Thanks. This is what this is about. A strategy that you can have 10 minutes a day to look at and you know what you're doing. That's how simple it is. It's not 100%, but for my last test, it was 87 to 92%.
Yeah.
But from that, with including your human emotion and greed and everything, the strategy literally now depends on how good you are. So that's why, as we move forward, I've introduced an EA and how to use this, right? And how to use this moving
Okay.
forward. So I'm going to look at JPY next, right?
Yeah.
And I'm cautious of time. Now, this webinar is going to be split into two. This version is just for normal analysis so people can understand what we're doing. The next one is going to be something totally different from this.
Okay.
Right, so we're going to look at JPY. What we know from JPY on the COT report is JPY is going long, right?
Right.
You know,
That's
long means
fine.
buy, remember? So we're going to look at the date again, 28. We're going to look at 28. And let me just zoom in. You still remember, it looks confusing, right? But still remember the trick.
Yep.
But
Yep.
remember the trick is when everything aligns, right?
Yes.
So now from JPY, what we can see from the 5 years, 15 years, and 44 years, 5 years, 15, 44 years chart, we can see from the 29th, which is tomorrow, it's telling us JPY should be falling, right? And it should fall up until the 3rd.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So, but if we look at this, COT is telling us what? Long, right?
Yeah.
So if one is telling us to go up and one is telling us to go down, what are we going to do?
We wouldn't take it.
Perfect. Welcome to the professional level. And guys, that's
Thank you
where we
very
have it.
much.
That's the strategy right there. Obviously, there's something called probability that you guys have to look into. But as I said, there's a time limit that I'm doing this webinar on because of my Zoom. And I'm going to do a second webinar which covers something different. And because we're evolving in this. For guys that haven't seen this before, this is what probability looks like. Now, let's say our gold move was aligned, right? This is how you get to a professional level, super professional. If our gold move was aligned for us on the, what's it called? The
28?
seasonality, right? Because gold was
Oh,
telling us,
okay.
what was gold telling us again? Was it telling us long or short? Short, right?
Shorts.
It was telling us to go short. Now, if it was aligned, for example, it looks like short, we'll come here and look at tomorrow. Let's say it tells us to go in tomorrow, which is 29, right?
Okay.
We'll look at it. Now, if you look here, you see April, today's date, April, you see January, February,
Yep.
March, April, and then you see buy or sell, right? Because it's telling us to
Yep.
go short to sell, we'll go to the date we
sell.
expect to sell, maybe tomorrow. So now to tell us to sell tomorrow, we'll go to tomorrow's date and we'll look at
Yep.
the percentage of sell. So if you look at it here,
Okay.
it says buy and sell, right? Keep that in mind. So it's
Yep.
just
Sell at the bottom. Yep.
so what we can see tomorrow is it's giving us 52% chance if we want to buy. And
Yeah.
the day after tomorrow, 52% chance of buy. So even if we have the COT telling us to sell and the seasonality telling us to sell, the probability tells us we have a higher chance if we buy. What would you do?
I would buy or I wouldn't take the trade.
You wouldn't take the trade. All three has to align. It's just the same
Okay.
as you know the
Yeah.
seasonality, right?
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
when it aligns, that's when you take the trade. After you've done this, you do technical analysis, but that's for another day. So thank you guys
Okay.
very much for attending this webinar. If you need
Thank you.
the tools, look into the link in the description and you can get the tools there, or alternatively go to business.demempire.co.uk. Okay, guys, catch you in the next one. Stay dangerous and trade safely. Take care, guys.